Hello everybody, it's Jack and welcome back to another video. And first and foremost, the gameplay you're about to see is two free-for-alls in Black Ops 3. And I know that this map isn't the most popular map and definitely not the best map in the game, but I figured I'd put this up because the gameplay is pretty damn good. So hopefully it's good to watch for you guys. But in this video, I really wanted to talk about COD 4, and COD 4 Remastered itself is not really going to be that different, if anything, from what the original COD 4 was, from everything that I've heard. So I thought I'd give you guys a few thoughts and facts about that, and a few things that you guys need to know before you get into the game itself, so that way when you do get your hands on it, you're not too surprised, and so that way the adjustment is a little bit easier for you guys. And just like some of you guys that are a little bit younger or newer to the Call of Duty scene, I pretty much, my first major Call of Duty game was probably Black Ops 1. I played some Modern Warfare 2, but Black Ops 1 is the first Call of Duty game that I got into. And you know, once I started really getting into Call of Duty, I also, you know, started looking into the games that pretty much started it all. And Call of Duty 4 was the game that started it all. And after I started getting into watching YouTube videos and all that kind of stuff, shortly after that, I basically went back in time as well, because, you know, being I guess I'm a little bit on the older side. I kind of was just interested in some of the things that you couldn't help but hear about, because the hype was real on COD 4, and the reason I missed it is simply because I just didn't buy into the hype. I basically just was still very much into Halo, and it pretty much consumed me. And Black Ops 1 was when Call of Duty really started to consume me, so that's when it started for me, despite my age. So with that being said, let's get into this commentary, because I've seen a lot of videos on COD 4, not just the recent ones on Remastered, but like I said, like when COD 4 was still in its prime, I went back to watch older videos that YouTubers made that I started to watch. So I just kind of watched their old content, and I looked into COD 4 as well, especially after hearing about all the hype and everything. So let's get into this. First and foremost, when you'll first start to see that obviously the movements are not like any of the recent Call of Duty games. It's a little bit slower pace, so for some of you guys it's going to feel like you're running in slow motion, but with a few games and a little bit of an open mind, you'll end up adapting pretty quick. Another thing is that the game is not as customizable as more recent titles, or even slightly later titles than that, and that is basically loadouts are not as customizable. Everybody's got more or less the same exact loadouts, except for a couple of specific things. Like, for instance, everybody has a primary, everybody has a secondary. You get to choose 3 perks, 1 from each tier, and everybody's got their lethals and tacticals. Kill streaks are not customizable. There's 3, 5, and 7. 3 kills will get you a UAV, 5 kills will get you an airstrike, and 7 will get you an attack helicopter. So, and they do stack. So let's say you're at 5 kills, and then you call in your airstrike and you kill at least 2 more people, it'll give you your attack helicopter. So so in some ways you're going to be fighting for what you call in the air. Sometimes the airspace will be full, but expect a lot of UAV spam. There's no ghost, there's UAV jammer, but there are other perks that are actually more valuable than that. As far as perks are concerned, there's as far as, I think it's tier 2, you get to choose a whole bunch of perks, but the ones that are really specifically tailored towards what a lot of fans like, and basically the way the game plays, is you have stopping power and you've got Juggernaut. Juggernaut basically gives you a little bit of extra health, and stopping power gives you a little bit more power per shot, or excuse me, it actually takes 1 less bullet to kill for no matter which gun you use. So with that being said, everybody's on an even playing ground, but at the same time, not really, in a sense. Also, map-wise, these are not your traditional 3-lane maps. They're built a little bit differently for the most part. Some maps are smaller than others, obviously. Some of them are a little bit more closer to 3 lanes or whatnot, but for the most part, there is a little bit more randomness in the maps, simply because of the fact of the way they're built. And so for those of you guys that like to run and gun, you're going to have to adjust your playstyle a little bit. And I don't mean that in a sense that you're going to have to be a camper. I'm just saying that you're going to have to be a little bit more aware of campers, because they could be in a lot more random spots than what you're used to, even in recent games. So with that being said, there is going to be a little bit of an adjustment. Weapon-wise, for assault rifles, most people cater to the M16 3-round burst, which is said to be, by a lot of people, including a few friends of mine, have said that it's the best 3-round burst in Call of Duty history. That's debatable, but a lot of people definitely remember that gun, that's for sure. You put a red dot on that thing and you're good. And going back to attachments real quick, you only get 1 attachment per gun, and I don't think secondaries are customizable in terms of attachments. At least I don't think so, if I remember correctly. And there's a few annoying things about the game. Obviously, just like every Call of Duty game, COD 4 is not immune to that. But a lot of fans will say that COD 4 did more right than it did wrong, which from everything that I've seen seems to be right. And that is a few of the other annoying things are the fact that there's a few glitches here and there. There's a few things that could have been done a little bit better. For instance, for some reason, the AK-47, if you put a red dot on it, it reduces its damage for some reason. So, but you don't need to really, because the iron sights are pretty solid on that gun. Let's see what else. The P90 is run best with a silencer, I guess. I don't know if it's because it doesn't take any damage away or doesn't reduce any range, or maybe it reduces the recoil even more. So a lot of people run a silencer on the P90. Let's see what else. The main sniper in the game, I don't remember what it's called, especially since I'm not a sniper myself, but that thing is said to be an absolute killing machine. Let's see what else. Shotguns are not too crazy, but they're not too weak either. Let's see what else. There's another one that I totally forgot about. There's another submachine gun that's really good with the P90 as well. The Golden Desert Eagle, but you can get every gun golden in the remastered version, but the Golden Desert Eagle is the way to go for secondaries. There's going to be a lot of UAV spam, as mentioned earlier, so you're going to have to get used to that. And, oh, yes, here we go. There is a frag ×3 perk, which basically, upon spawn, you have 3 grenades. So you've got your tacticals, and then you got 3 lethals if you pick that perk instead of 2. So yeah, having 3 grenades, it makes the biggest difference. You know, you die, you spam 3 grenades. So for those of you that run, you're not going to get hit as much with grenades, but at the same time, when a lot of people run frag ×3, it could be a little bit annoying. There's obviously noob tubes as well, so you're going to have to get used to that being back. What are noob tubes? For those of you guys that don't know, they are grenade launchers attached to your primary weapon, and they kill easily, and they kill at a distance as well. So a little bit random, a little spammy, but it is what it is. So my advice for that is just stay on the move. But it could be a good way to counter campers as well, but they like to use those also. Frag ×3, I already went over that. There's dead silence, so I'm assuming there's sound whoring as well. So there might be something else. There is extreme conditioning, but I don't know if it's sprint forever like it is in recent games, or I don't know if it's like just sprint for like twice the duration or whatnot, like it was in Black Ops 1. So with that being said, this game is definitely a mixed bag, but for the most part it's a good mixed bag, because the game's a hell of a lot of fun to play from everything that I've seen and from everything that other people tell me that have played the game as well. There's also the fact that the hit detection is also spot on, so not much to worry about in that department, and the connection is pretty good. There's no skill-based matchmaking, and from everything that they've said, they pretty much are not changing anything. There's a couple of the sounds that sound a little bit different. Obviously, they had to add in a few things like metals and stuff like that, but for the most part, everything from a gameplay standpoint is going to be the same from everything that we've seen so far and everything that we've heard. So I guess that's what fans wanted as well. So, you know, they want the complete experience, just better visuals, and, you know, the things that they added in don't really make much of a difference, like the sounds or whatnot. So, and all 16 maps have recently been announced to be in the game now. After release, you can be able to download those for free. So that being said, there's going to be a lot to adjust to. Some of them good, some of it bad, but that's basically what it is in COD 4, and me personally, I'm looking forward to getting the experience since I never really had it. So for those of you guys that never really had the initial experience back in 2007, I thought I'd give a few thoughts and a few facts on it. I might have left a couple things out or whatnot, but that's pretty much the gist of it. So adjustments. They throw something at you every year, and this year we're getting double the dose, one with Infinite Warfare and the other with COD 4. So anyway, that's pretty much it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, let me know, and if you didn't, let me know what I can do to make my videos better. and I'll catch you later.